today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Jackson took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Byron Murphy.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Oh, no. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by Arizona.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
John Franklin Myers.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
1 second down, a run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Jackson on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Cardinals nothing.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to. It's caught inside the 25.
Murray's pass.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down carry for Barkley.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 4.
On third down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
John Franklin Myers on the...
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And
we've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. The throw taken in by Sims. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So we reach. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Cardinals 7.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
It's a gain of 63
on first down. Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And he knocks it through. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Steven Sims.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Sims. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson on the keeper.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back now in Baltimore. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And that's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ball carrier.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
This is Barkley. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
At the 43-yard line, a 3-yard pickup.
Off play action. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On second down now, Dobbins found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half,